Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to the YouTube channel today. I am excited about this brand new Valentine village that I have designed for you. We're going to put it together in this video. Actually, we're going to put this one together in this video. They are all assembled in the exact same method. I picked probably the most complicated one because you've got to pop out for a couple of different roof lines on this one. This one is also the same where it pops out twice, and you also do add a little chimney, which is just simply a little box that you glue right on top of the house. So I don't demonstrate that, but it's just making a little box with glue tabs in the bottom that you probably will need to put a little weight on to hold that down on the house while it glues. But I am so excited about this. Isn't this so much fun? It'd be darling on a mantle, decorating some tables, or across a bookshelf. You could also scale things down if you wanted to make this smaller. Right now, we are measuring, I have a ruler here somewhere. Where did that ruler go? Right over here. Okay, let me just show you. The tallest house measures 11 and an 1/8 inch tall. So in our shortest one, probably this house, so about 8.5 tall without the chimney. Another one here is about 10.5 inches tall. These measure about 1 1/4 inch deep, almost 2 inches deep. 1 3/4 actually. If you wanted to add lighting to these, you would probably need to do a hole punch or cut a circle before assembling these, so that you could get tea lights or fairy lights inside. I kind of decided for Valentine's I don't really want to light my village up. I just wanted it to be cute and decorative and bright and fun and cheery. So I really wasn't going to mess with lights on these. But if you wanted to, just in Cricut or Illustrator software, just add a circle to the back panel before you cut. Just draw like a 2-inch circle, put it right here, and then cut. That way it'll give you some access to the back if you would like. Let's see, anything else? Let's get started putting this adorable village together. I hope you guys have fun making it, following along here on this YouTube channel with me. Be sure to like and follow my channel for more updates when I upload new videos. Let's get started putting this house together. You can see that I have all the pieces cut out here in front of me. The house bases are cut out of black, and the side panels that put the front and the back together are all cut out in black. Then everything else is cut out in a Valentine pattern paper. Has little arrows and hearts. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you how to put the basic house together first, and then you can embellish it afterwards. However, once you put one together, you might be more comfortable putting all the embellishment panels on and then assembling the house. But for the purpose of the video, I wanted to show you the way the sides go together and how they attach to the front and the back of the house, so that you can see why you're putting covering panels on some of these pieces that are near the roof line. So I'm just going to take all the extra pieces and move them off to the side for right now. And the little hearts and the front embellishment pieces. This way also, if you mess up and need to recut something, you wouldn't have to recut all the embellishment pieces as well. So there's a little bit of safety on your first assembly to do it this way. So when you look at this file, you'll see that there's a front with all the windows cut out and a back that doesn't have any windows cut out. And then we have our little side panel pieces. They're going to connect together and attach to the front and the back. So you can see this piece here, the longest piece is going to be in the middle of the file, and it has a bottom that matches up with the bottom edge of the front of the house. That is the bottom of your house. And then this window goes up this side, and this window is going to go up this side. So you'll want to attach on this little panel here, you'll want to attach those together. And then up here, this is our rooftop, and it's going to connect both here and here on this end. So for now, let's just go ahead and connect right here these two panels so that we know where they go together. And then we'll start folding on all those score lines. So you'll want to line that up perfectly where the score lines are connecting, and right along that score line there where this piece is butting up to the score line. Okay, so while that's drying for a moment, I'm just going to take our roof piece and fold those tabs all in one direction. I've got my bone folder here to help me make sure my folds are nice and crisp. Okay, we've cut this out of a nice heavy 80 to 100 pound black cardstock. So it should give us a nice sturdy house. Right down the middle here. Okay, so that is our roof right up there. And the rest of this, we can just start folding the score lines all towards the back. Okay, just keep folding all the way down. Okay, we got that side folded. Just give it a little press and then go back this opposite way. It's a long piece there. Okay, so then remember when you're looking for the bottom, it was that rectangle piece right here. Oh, yeah. Okay, gotta press that score line really well. Okay, and then this bottom is going to go that way. So that's the bottom of our house there. And then you can see we're going to come up to this first little eave here on the house, and then fold backwards. And then we're going to fold forward again to come up that little piece right there. And then we're going to fold forward again to go towards the house. And then we're going to fold away to go up the wall there. Okay, and then this is going to fold out, and that's going to fold up. So this is kind of how our house is coming together here. Okay, so that's, and then you're just going to follow that same folding pattern on the other side, out, and then up, and then in again. And then that side panel is going to go up. And then this one's going to go back. And then that one's going to go up to the roof. Okay. So then our roof will connect on right there to those two pieces. So that kind of shows you how the folding should be done. I'm also going to attach the neck. I'm just going to go ahead and put the roof on right here. I think it's going to be easier to do that while it's nice and flat. I'm going to use some tape runner just so everything dries really quick. I don't have to wait for the glue to dry as we do this. So I prefer using a liquid glue, but I'm going to use tape runner for simplicity of this video. Okay, so that is our long piece. So I am going to start right along this bottom here. I'm just going to lay this flat. And I'm going to go ahead and connect the front of my house. That's the front of my house to the bottom section right here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and do this side as well while I'm here. So just take that bottom and make sure you line it up right on that score line and right to the edges of those scores on the sides. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put tape on this one as well while I'm here. So then I'm going to fold up this side and just glue that in place. You can use the table to get a little extra pressure on that. Just make sure that those score lines are lining up right with the front edge, and then you'll come up with a neater project. So, okay, so now we're to these tight little eaves here. I'm gonna just kind of pull it back and put some tape runner right along the edge of my inside of my house. And I'm just gonna go up the next level. I think it's gonna be easier to just go ahead and get that tape on there. Okay, so just follow it around here. Oops, okay, so get all those score lines, tabs underneath. Okay. Glue it right to the edge. You just follow it along all the way up. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, let's just do the same thing here on the other side. And yep, okay, we've already got our roof part on, so that's good. Okay, so right here, sorry, it's kind of hard to see on up close in here. I'm just gonna get a little glue right here in this one spot. Okay, so lining that up right here, and then the next one, and we're up to here by the windows. And these windows on the side should line right up with the windows here on the front, the way I've designed it. And pushing back this direction. Let's give that a good press with our bone folder. Now we've got the long stretch up and down the roof here, and we'll have to glue this glue tab to that edge right there when we get there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some adhesive along that edge and this edge. And then we'll pull up that side and just make sure it lines up all the way down this edge. This one comes down here, and I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on that tab because it'll be easier to do it now than later. Okay, so then just pulling up this last glue tab inside, lining it up against the edge of the roof line there, and adhering this glue tab so that it makes one seamless piece all the way around. And it looks great. Now you can see we have the basic front of our house built, and now we just need to hook the back on. So just pressing all those glue tabs down, I like to tuck that one underneath there. You'll want to go around and adhere this back piece on and force everything into the right position. So this is the same on either side, so it doesn't really matter. Just pick one to be your inside. And we're going to put some adhesive around all those edges. Don't worry if you get a little extra glue, you really won't see that at the end of the day. If you feel like you need to pull it away from the edge a little, you can do that before you glue it down. Just push the glue into the area where you're gluing things on. Okay, so I'm going to carefully go around on this piece, adhering it, and I want to make sure my top peak lands exactly right. So I'm going to go down those sides. The back should be a little bit easier to put on than the front. And if it's sliding out too much, you might need to find something long and skinny to help you push it back out a little bit. Like I have a pair of scissors here. I'm just going to use that to kind of push that wall out just a little bit and push it down. Same with this side over here. It's kind of hard to get in there, but something long and skinny, a pencil, scissors, something like that. You can get in there and push it where you want it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Right here, I'm going to push that wall out a little as well. And right over here, push it a little closer. Okay, perfect. Okay, so then you might want to go in there in the windows if you can reach with something and just kind of tap things down into place the best you can, just to make sure that that adhesive sticks. And there we have our basic house. And just from the color on this, you can see how you could take this entire village and turn it into like a Halloween village or something instead of Valentine's. So now we're ready for the fun part. We get to add our embellishments. This is our cute scalloped roof line here for the front. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive on that and glue that down. And look how fun it would be to reverse the pattern. So that's the fun thing about reversible paper, is you can have a lot of different color options by just flipping the paper over. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna line that up. Be careful not to glue it down before you want to. Okay, there's our roof line. We have our covering panels for our roof, so we'll finish that cute roof off. Okay, so just go to one side of the roof and we will glue that on. It should line up perfectly with that black panel underneath. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Get rid of a little extra glue there. Look how cute it's getting. I love it. Okay, so under the eaves, I've given you panels to cover that up. So the roof has little covering panels right under here. So just continue around. There should be two just the same size. So make sure you grab the right ones. You wouldn't absolutely have to put these on, but I thought it was cute to make the roof look a little more solid and sturdy in one piece. Doing the same thing on the other side here. Okay. Okay, and then the back, we're going to do the same thing with that. Just if you don't want to cut anything for the back of your house, you wouldn't have to if it's not going to show. But I think it kind of finishes off that roof and makes it look a little more solid and all one piece. Okay, so now we're ready to do the roof line here. So we have a couple of pieces that look like this, a trapezoid shape. And you could get really creative and do a different pattern on this section of the roof if you wanted to, or make it all coordinate, either one. See how fun that could be with a different color through the middle roof. Okay, let's put this panel on the back. Okay, now for these sides, we have a little larger rectangle that covers this side, and I've got another one that matches right here. So we'll go ahead and put those on. Oops, maybe don't push down on the house because that might loosen things up. We don't want to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and stick this on. And I'm just going to reach in there and try and tap things down where they belong. Okay, then we have this side here. Okay, now you can see how it's coming along. We have little tiny covering panels for this top of the roof and a little bit bigger panel for this bottom area. So look for those. There's the skinny little bitty ones. And I'm just gonna put a little adhesive on those and go ahead and stick those on. Okay, that one's in place. Hopefully you could see that. And the next one, I'm just gonna put some adhesive on that. Let's see. Okay, now the bottom panels here, we're gonna look for those. I found them. And the other side. Okay, now that completes the two roofs. Isn't that fun? Now everything else that's left is just covering panels for the windows and the front door. I'm going to use some liquid adhesive on these smaller pieces here, and they can just take some time to dry. Okay, when you're using liquid adhesive, make sure you use it really sparingly. Okay, the front door is on. And I have offset those windows and door frames just enough that they should not show through for you. So the black pieces there should not poke through. Sorry about that. All of our windows are exactly the same size on this house, so no need to worry about which window goes where. On some of the houses, they are different sizes, so just be aware of that as you're putting it together. Put this one on the side here, and we'll find one more for the side. So cute. We need to do the front ones. Make sure there's no blemishes on this, on your white paper. And if there is, use those towards the back instead of the front. Okay, let's go to the next one. On this one, I'm going to try putting it right on the house, see if that works any better. Might be easier to steady your hand as you're putting the glue on. Just make sure you don't get it off very far away from the window, because then you'll see it. Okay, it worked pretty well. I have a little too much through the middle there. I'm just gonna use my scissors to remove that extra glue. Okay. You can always flip your house over too and put something heavy on it for a minute to help it dry. Let's see what I can find. Here's a package of brads. So that helps like actually get a good seal on those windows. Could do that here on this side too. Just make sure that those windows get a good press so that they stay down well, really nicely. So I think I'm going to do all these, and then I'm going to put a weight on it just so they don't pick up at all. Okay, I'm going to just do a little more for this window here. Okay. And the middle one here on the top. I love the little windows at the top that are round like this. I think they add so much character. It's so cute. We have two more here on this side. Okay, that completes our house. We've got our two side windows on this side If you see anything that's curling up a little, you can lift it up and put a little more adhesive under there. And there's our cute front. I love it so much. Let's get the rest of them out here and take a look at them all together one more time. Let me clear off my table. Just take a look at how cute these are all together. How much fun you can have with the different pattern papers, the different colors on the roof line. And hopefully you can see all of these at once. But there you have it. This would be adorable across a mantle, or decorating a pot shelf, or decorating a table. You could do little clusters of 3 if you're doing a Valentine party or something like that. I hope you have fun making these and getting creative with your color combinations. Some of them have the cutest little layered roofs, and if you wanted to use that same roof for this house, it is exactly the same peak and size, so you could just duplicate these panels to make a different layered roof for that house if you wanted to. Same with this roof here. That should match right up to this roof. So if you wanted to make the layered panels, you can't see them very well because we did it out of a pattern paper, but really, really cute. You could alternate the colors like we did here and get a different effect on these 2 roofs if desired. You can make this into a cute little church. Just a lot of fun, different things you can do to make this Valentine Village yours. You could add animals or characters or mailboxes. Just look for different cut files. Oh, I forgot to mention on this file here, we do have 3 little hearts you can embellish with. A lot of these houses, all of them actually have a heart included. You can add more hearts, change the location, put them on the doors, turn them into little wreaths type thing, whatever you want to do. So I hope you have fun making these. We'll see you all in another video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.